With us from On Top of the World, Ocala's premier active adult community. Be sure to listen and be sure to call in. Speak with Robert to learn about all the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will have guests, and we're sure you will enjoy our little chats. You deserve the world, and we bring it to you. So be sure to tune in on the first and third Wednesdays of each month right here on The Source, WOCA.
All right, thank you. 9 minutes before 10 o'clock. You know, this is Halloween, and there's some things you're supposed to kind of dabble in things that are scary, right?
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. I don't have any intro music for our next guest because I wanted some spooky music. Mm-hmm. But what's scarier than spooky music is the fact that YouTube might block you if there's copyrighted music on there. So
exactly.
So we do stream this on YouTube. Alicia Dennis is on the phone. She's a crime reporter and the senior editor of Crime for People magazine. And there's something that she's going to talk to us about called People Magazine Investigates, which is this Monday, November 4th at 10 p.m. on the True Crime Network Investigation Discovery. So let's find out about this. Boy, this is a perfect day for this, too. Alicia Dennis. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maplewood, New Jersey.
See, and
Where it's raining and cold.
Oh, really? Well, is it too... Do you have children? Are you going out to trick-or-treat today?
I think that I might do that. Yeah, we'll just have an umbrella and and just power through.
Well, do you live near Clifton, New Jersey?
I think so. Okay. We moved here recently from Austin, Texas, so I'm still finding my way around, and I work in the city in New York.
Oh, okay.
But today I am here just cozying up, talk to you guys about crime.
See,
nice.
Now Robin's son lives in Clifton and works in New Jersey, so you probably ride the train with him.
Yeah, works in New York.
I could.
Yeah, what'd I say?
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah, he works in the city, yeah. So
yeah,
this is a perfect day, Halloween, to talk. I mean, this website, the American Occult, look at all the stuff on this website. What is the show on Monday about?
Our show on Monday is about this really intriguing case. It's referred to as the Springfield Three. But what it's about is two teenagers, Susie Streeter and Stacy McCall, had in 1992 just graduated from high school. They're going around to all their high school graduation parties, and that night they decide to spend the night at Susie Streeter's house. Her mom's there, Cheryl Levitt, and all three go to sleep that night at the house. The next day, and this is 1992, so we don't have the cell phones to track everybody. Family and friends who haven't had them answer their phone go over to the house to see what's going on. It's eerily quiet. No one is there. All their purses are there. All their belongings are there. No one is there. Almost 3 decades later, we're still looking for them.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
No, there's no clue, nothing?
Gosh.
Oh, well, this was a crime scene that no one realized was a crime scene at the time. So people cleaned things up, people moved things around, people answered the phone because they just expected that, they'd just run out for something and they're on their way back. And it wasn't until about 24 hours later that police were called and everyone realized, wait, this is an active crime scene that we're in. This is a case that police have focused on. It's still open. They have several leads that come in every week on this case. And our hope is, as we focus on this and we bring all the details into this show, that there could be someone holding a secret somewhere out there who's going to come forward and help us bring some resolution.
Oh, my gosh. Is this the first time it'll be put on a national TV show?
I'm not sure if other people have covered this case before, but this is our first time in People Magazine Investigates to bring the very latest out in it.
When we watch the show, does it offer speculation about what might have happened?
Yep, you're going to be able to see who was questioned in this case, who the suspects were, whether or not they passed their polygraphs, what people think about the investigation. Like I said, it's still ongoing, and we do have age progression photographs and a magazine story that we have in People Magazine that show you what they could look like today.
And did you interview Stacy's parents and family?
We interviewed family members, yeah, and we have them talk about what they think and feel, as well as, Cheryl's sister. And I think that that's really important to us, that we're trying to tell the stories of these ordinary people that are going through extraordinary circumstances, and so having their voices in it is really what we want to do.
How did you yourself stay so objective, because this has to be highly emotional?
certainly is, and I think a lot of our reporters, as they're going out and getting these stories, they realize no matter how emotional it is and how sometimes scary some of it is, that the important part is to get the story out. And so we're just kind of, the tools to bring that story to light to the public. So we try to remember that.
So a lot of stories like this, the police or somebody, or at least you hear this, I don't really know, I just do a radio show, but you hear that they recruit psychics and stuff, people who do that kind of thing. Is that part of this story too? Did anybody recruit one of those kind of people?
No, I think it's depending on the police department and what their focus is. I know that in a lot of these kind of cases, they'll have situations where psychics will show up to say that they've seen something or said something. And what the police really try to do is follow every single lead that comes in, because they don't want to have ignored something that could turn out to be important. So everything that happens and every tip that comes in is being followed.
So is this is an ongoing series? It's every Monday?
Every Monday, and we have such a wide range of different kinds of cases in this season. We have 12 different episodes, and so we have cases that are solved, and so you will see kind of how the investigation went and how it was completed by the end, as well as, we have cases of serial killers and looking into how those cases occurred and what's happening in them, as well as ones that are still enduring mysteries. So I think that there's a lot of different types of cases in this season.
So whenever I've spoken to somebody who's a journalist and they are on the crime beat, they almost want to get off of it as soon as they can. In your case, you not only stayed with it, but you parlayed it into a TV show. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we do have reporters on our investigative teams that become weary of it and need to step out and write a couple happy stories here and there. But I think that a lot of people are just so determined to find answers that it goes along with being a journalist. The twists and turns and trying to get the questions answered.
And just based on TV shows, again, because I just do a radio show, it seems like sometimes the journalists are also able to come up with clues, maybe even more so than an investigator, a police officer.
Well, what happens a lot of times in police departments, and when you have a cold case, they'll bring some new eyes in, and those new eyes will find something that maybe the first investigators overlooked. So hopefully the journalist is another pair of those eyes that can come in and look at things a little bit differently and try to uncover things in a way that someone else might not have. So that's the hope.
And are these cases the result of the stories that People has featured over the years, or are these brand new that have not hit the magazine yet?
There's a combination of both. We are telling stories that have been in the magazine before, and then there are some of these episodes that have not appeared in the magazine yet and will be coming into the magazine right ahead of the episode airing. So just like the Springfield 3, we have a magazine story that's very in-depth and intense that is out in issues, and that's ahead of this episode that's running. So we have a little bit of both.
Wow, you have an exciting job. Alicia, thank you for sharing that with us. Again, the new season of People Magazine Investigates this Monday, November 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the True Crime Network Investigation Discovery. Alicia Dennis, thank you for being on the show with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The House is debating a resolution laying out the impeachment process going forward with a vote expected this morning. Today's witness in the inquiry is Tim Morrison, a member of the President's National Security Council who's resigning.
Tim Morrison is the second White House official to testify who was on the phone